Hello, everyone. It's me, Mayor Gonzo, or Sammy Mays, whatever you prefer to call me, from Key West in the fabulous Florida Keys. And I am here with an inventor by the name of Rick Williams, right here. Hello, Rick. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Or do I thank you for me being here? I don't know. I kind of am grateful to be here. KulaBrands, Party 3. You are the inventor of tuck visor, slide sun visor. Can you tell me about it? How it came about?
Tuck visor is a removable and reusable side sun visors for automobile. You know when you're driving down the road and that sun's coming through the side window, so you get your car visor and you slide it over or wing it over, but it just doesn't work, that sun's still?
Right.
That's the problem I solved. So tuck visor is, and I have one here.
Okay.
It is a black visor that you very simply press against the window, slide it up, and tuck it in between the window and the trim, and it blocks the sun, prevents it from, the glare and the sun in your eyes.
Right.
Also takes the heat off of your face.
Oh, definitely.
That's all it is. It's super simple, and it works great. Yeah.
And people love going back to the simplistic things now. I find that they are. Even my writing's called postmodern.
Yeah.
Well, so how did you come up with this? What made you think of it? Your neck getting burned and it was turning red?
No,
and
it was
called you
really
redneck?
it was the early morning sun. One day, I drive a lot, you drive a lot, everybody drives a lot, and the sun was rising and it was coming up very early in that spot. I had about a 4-hour drive, and I'm an inventor, yes, but really more of a problem solver. I just solve little problems for myself.
Okay.
And I needed to. It was annoying, right? So I wanted to get rid of it. And I looked over at my passenger side seat, and I had a black piece of thick paper. And I said, perfect, I'll grab that. My mind just said, right, and I folded it, and I tucked it in there, and it worked great. And then later that evening, I used to lecture, and I got back to my hotel room, and I said, why don't I just make a little prototype for me, just for myself, to start driving, okay? And so I did, and I started using it, and then I'll fast forward about, a little over a year. I'm at a full-service car wash. You go in, they wash your car, and you wait. And I got back in my car, I paid, got back in, I'm driving home, and the sun was coming through that same area. I store mine right between my seat and center console, so I reached for it.
Okay.
And it was gone. They had thrown it away when they washed the car. Which was okay. I mean, it was tattered. I didn't,
But it still worked.
I realized I had to make another one. I said, whoa. I've been using it for over a year, and I had to make another one. And that's when the light bulb went off, and I said, I've got to share this. And so that was the birth of tuck visor. I just had to get the right materials, the right shape, the right size, and everything. Boom, and it fits.
The prototype.
Basically fits every car.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, I am one. I love to drive. I think I was a truck driver in another life. I won't even stop to go to the restroom. I won't even let anybody else stop me to go to the restroom. And being the driver that I am, I have come across the sun in multiple different, and it just drives me nuts. The heat of it.
Yeah.
And this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is going to help me a great deal.
I hope so, yeah.
Absolutely.
May
I touch it?
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Very simple.
And it doesn't stick on your car.
Correct.
It goes like this, right? This way.
Yep.
Into the window.
Yep.
That goes toward the windshield.
Towards the front, yeah. So
Toward the
if you
front
could imagine a
windshield.
rear view mirror there, like these pictures.
Okay, right. Let's show
So you press it, tuck it, and it just is held firmly by the window trim.
Okay.
And what's great is, okay, the sun's blocking and I'm blocking it now. And what if the car moves or the sun moves, you just untuck it, reposition it, and tuck it right back in. So you can block the sun wherever the sun's coming.
This is amazing.
And it's neat.
I love your packaging too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it changes. This might sound silly, but it literally changes your mood. You're driving. I'm driving down. You're in rush hour traffic, and and everybody. You see people like this, and the sun is right here.
Right.
I'm like this. The sun's right here. It's like. So it does. It improves your driving mood. It's great.
I think that's
Simple.
So, are you from Florida?
No, I'm California.
Oh, which part of California?
Northern California, Sacramento area.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
This was invented for all those people that might watch or listen.
Does it come one or two?
This is one. This was invented on the way to Fresno, California, early in the morning.
Wow.
I sell them in singles and twin packs.
Okay.
They sell in retail, truck stops, Travel Center, Petro, 250
How did you
locations across
do
the
that? How did you get them? This is what's so baffling to me. How did all of a sudden they're everywhere? How?
It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of finding out who is the buyer for these big organizations. You've got to send them product. They have to evaluate the product. They share it with their customers, like the truck stops. And then at first you might get, 2 years ago we got a promotion. It was a seasonal promotion where they sold Tuck Visor just for the 3 summer months. It sold so well that now, this year, it's an everyday product in every TA in Petro, right in the same row. So it's fun.
That's amazing.
And then from there, hopefully O'Reilly's and Pet Boys and those types of accounts.
Right.
So that's it. In retail, you'll find singles because a lower price point. But in e-commerce, Amazon, you sell them every day. Twin packs on Amazon every day.
Well, tell us where, or tell me, and I'll tell them, and they'll hear when you tell me.
Sure.
How do they go about ordering it if they don't have a place to go to?
Number one,
They like delivery service.
Amazon, right?
Amazon.
Talk about delivery service, they'll get it to you the next day.
Right.
So it's Tuck Visor, not Truck Visor. A lot of people say because it's tucked into the window.
It's tucked into
so
the
if they
window.
go into Amazon and type in Tuck Visor, boom, it'll pop up.
Wow.
Okay, and so
That's
there's
amazing.
twin packs and actually 4 packs of Tuck Visor on
Yeah,
Amazon.
this is a twin pack.
So this product.
See, I can read.
Yeah, there you go. Tuck Visor is black. It's opaque. You cannot see through it.
Okay.
Which is awesome.
Right.
That's just like your car's visor, you can't see through it
Right,
either.
right.
So it takes the heat off, and it is in a position where it does not create any type of blind spot. You can look right underneath it at the horizon line and below and in the front. Perfect. Works great. But everybody seems to also want tint. I want it tinted. Is it tinted? I hear that a lot.
Right. Is it tinted? Is that tinted,
You know
or is
what?
it just a black?
This is black.
It's black.
But as of 2 days ago on Amazon, everybody listening and watching, we now have a tinted version.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is
and you can see through
It's
it.
a limousine tinted.
I love
Visor.
it.
Is that awesome?
That's
or what?
fine. That is fine.
Just went on Amazon. It is beautiful. You can see
Wow.
through it. Still blocks the sun.
Right.
It's the limo tint, 95% tint. 99.9% of all UVA and UVB sun rays, the
Right.
harmful cancer-causing sun
Yeah.
rays, are blocked. It's like a professionally tinted window. Tuck visor shaped right there. You can almost look right at the sun because.
Right.
Now we have
Is
Tuck
this like what they
visor.
made with sunglasses? Is this how sunglasses are
Similar, it's similar. More so tinted automobile windows. Like if you want to tint your car, this is it. It's just in a thin tuck visor sheet form right there. Perfect.
Now, can we get these right here? Are these out ready to go?
They're on
They're
Amazon,
this Amazon.
as of 2 days ago.
Oh my God! Oh, you said
So
that.
if you go to
Of
Tuck
course.
Visor, you can get the Tuck Visor. It's called Blackout now,
Blackout.
or Tuck Visor Tint.
Wow.
Cool. Or you can go to the website, tuckvisor.com, of course, and I'll send them
Now,
to you.
what
from there.
about this in the heat? How does it stop the heat from penetrating through the?
It does. It stops, whereas the complete blackout will, prevent all of it. Limo tint is 95%. So it blocks 95% of all that in that same area. So you'll have the same result. You'll be comfortable with this because it is so dark. Isn't that neat?
Yeah,
So
it
I'm
is.
just really
It
proud
is.
of it.
What happens when people abuse it? And it gets curled or something.
You know what?
Can
They don't really. I don't know if I guess if we're live. But this is very.
Oh, no.
It's very durable. Unless you really sit on it and crinkle it.
Yeah,
But
you
it
don't
won't
need to. Yeah.
tear, fray, fall apart. Like I said, I store mine
That's
right between my
amazing.
seat and center console, and it becomes second nature to go whoosh and
Right.
tuck it in.
Of course.
So it is very durable.
Right.
Mine's 2.5 years. I'm still using the same one. Now the tinted version,
That's great.
same thing. Might be a little more. It's very durable, but it won't. I mean, it's all good.
New instrument. Listen.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that cool? There's your radio sound.
I love
But,
it.
the
Fantastic.
tinted version
Rick.
may, after a lot of use, you may get a few scratches because it's really made of this fine polycarbonate material. But it doesn't. You can even look through. I have one that has.
And you can see through this one, so if
Yeah,
you want
yes.
to look to. Yeah.
Even I have one that I've used and I actually took it on my garage floor and put a bunch of scratches on it.
Oh, good for
and,
you.
And put it up and use it.
Yeah,
It doesn't bother you because it's on the side. So they're very durable.
Right.
I mean, for the value,
Have we mentioned the value?
every day, right? Twin packs are $19.99. So for $20, you have 2 of them.
Okay.
You got one for the driver's side, one for the passenger side,
Right.
or the kids in the back seat. And
Right.
They'll last,
Well, wait, now,
they'll
how do
last
you
for
close
years.
it if you're putting one in the back seat for someone else? How do you do that without it falling?
Well, once again, window does have to be up, but
Okay.
once it's up, back window has.
Oh, you just slide it up in
same
there.
thing. It tucks in just like
Tucks in.
yeah. All you need is trim in a window and a closed window, and it just tucks in.
A closed
Tuck it
window,
in there.
yeah.
So like on Amazon, we have 4-packs. Typically sell those, and I can see it in my mind right now. It's probably a mother with kids.
Right.
Right.
Sure.
So they want the value, and they've
Yeah.
got them in the front and in the back as
That's
well.
right. They don't want their child's
Yeah.
retinas burned.
No, it's great. It works.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. So talk about KulaBrands. How did you
KulaBrands,
get hooked up and
when
did you discover them?
I discovered that they discovered me.
Okay.
To be honest with you,
All right.
when you
good
got
to
a new
know.
product like me, I had a new product. I had to share it with the world.
Right.
I talked about when the light bulb went off. I was in a full service car wash.
Right.
So once I got this all figured out, size, shape, materials, had it manufactured, where's the first place I went? Right to the full service car wash with gift shops and started talking to the managers
Mm-hmm.
and selling. It's in about 50 car washes across the country now. But also,
Wow,
you have
that's
to sell it yourself.
Yeah.
You got to go out and sell it yourself.
Yeah. And where do you go? Where do you choose
At
to go?
first, I went to the parking lots of Uber and Lyft and started talking to them. I actually drove Uber and Lyft for a couple months to do product research. I just used it when I needed it and waited for a response.
That's
And
amazing.
proof of concept. People are like, "What is that? Where'd you get?" They would stop mid-sentence. I got to have one of those guys. I sold them out of my
Yes.
trunk. It was crazy.
I
But
love
then
that.
so you go to like fairs or festivals or events.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. I said, "What's the second best to literally showing somebody live?" And kind of a thing.
Right.
I went to Pick and Pull, got a car door, and I mounted it to a wall that I built. And I went to fairs and sat there and showed people how to use it. Once they saw it,
Right.
I need it. I
They
gotta have
wanted
it.
it,
Got it.
of course.
They're like, "Ah!" The aha
Right,
moment.
right,
That's where I was at a vendor fair. It was a 4-day fair. Somebody had walked up to me, and they had. Maybe you've interviewed this person in the past too, but they had this neat universal charging cord for cell phones, where you could stick it in either way. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, there was a gentleman selling there. It's called Cords of Steel.
Yeah, he's been here.
Yeah. And this gentleman walked up that was selling them at the fair, and he had them wrapped around his neck, and then he saw me selling, and he said, "Hey, you've got to come join this community called KulaBrands." I said, "What do you mean? I don't." So he struck up the conversation. He said, "You should be an inventor as part of this KulaBrands model where
Yeah, you don't.
there are community of people that help inventors take their product, kind of like mini Shark Tank, and bridge that gap." And I said, "That sounds too good to be true, of
Yeah,
course."
it
And so I called the inventor and owner of Cords of Steel and said, "Hey, you've joined this KulaBrands community. What? Tell me about it." And they want me to be an inventor, and I pay back to them for all the work they do for me a percentage of my gross income. Not a small percentage, not a big percentage. So all the activities that they do for me, I pay them back in what's called lifetime royalties over the life of my brand. I asked this gentleman, his name was Cliff Henthorne, who invented that cord. And I said, "Cliff, what's up with this KulaBrands? Tell me the story." And the first thing he told me, and I will never forget it, he said, "Rick, KulaBrands changed my life."
Ooh.
And I'm like,
It's
"I'm
empowering.
listening." I'm
You
listening.
got my attention.
And that's what they do. I said, "Okay," so I talked to him. I signed an agreement with them. We crowdfunded this project, and one other project that I'm working on. So they helped me with the capital funds to manufacture this at a much bigger scale so that we have profit margin in it. From there, they
Right.
help me with selling it. They will help go in and sell this to people, and it's such a large community. There are some people in the community that everybody has contacts. So that they may have a contact that might be a buyer at Camping World, for example. Perfect example. Now I sell my product that's a different product to Camping World because of this somebody in this community. They'll do Facebook ads, likes and streaming,
wow.
all those things for me to help get exposure for my. It's unbelievable for an independent inventor to invent something and get it out to them
It
in
is.
mass.
Yes.
So hard to do. You
Yes,
need
it is.
development,
Ooh.
you need sales and marketing,
And storage and
stick-to-itiveness, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they help with all of that. And for that,
What about
it
copywriting
builds.
and trademarking?
I have a copyright and a trademark on Tuckvisor.
Did you do that yourself, or did they?
It's an interesting question. I have a copyright and a Tuckvisor now, very good one, and it's patent pending, so we should have a patent as well.
Okay.
Actually, very, very quickly, I should have information.
Wow.
But you know what? Those cost money.
Oh, yes.
Attorneys, very
Definitely.
expensive. As part of this KulaBrands community, we as inventors also are in a community of inventors. There are about 45 of us now. Through that community, we exchange and collaborate. I've learned so much from all of these other people. Through one of those meetings, actually it was Peter, the CEO of this, Peter Dantner. He brought on as a guest speaker, every Thursday we have inventor calls, a guest speaker that was a not-for-profit legal service type organization, if you will, lawyers and people that do pro bono for folks like myself. So all my copyright, trademark, and patent filing fees were 40% of that going to a private practice. It saved me thousands and thousands of dollars, born right out of just being part of this community. So you have an inventor community, right? And then you've got an inventor and the whole KulaBrands community relationship, just to help take this brilliant idea, we call them life-changing ideas. Yeah, it's a simple one, but it changes your life.
I like the
From
simple
this
better.
to music to whatever it is, to help bridge that gap from the great idea through manufacturing, sales, marketing, and then there it is on Walmart shelf, if you will. So,
Oh my God!
so it's just
That's
fascinating.
crazy.
And they're wonderful people.
I know.
They're
I've
all,
met, yes.
they're like-minded people
Right.
with a goal of really just helping the world be a better place than when they came into
Indeed.
it.
Indeed.
It's awesome.
You know, I find it so very difficult as a writer, as an author, having books and all these other things that I've had, so very difficult to trust the attorney. That are they on my side, or are they just taking this because I'd gotten scammed out of a car once by an attorney.
Yeah.
Told me to take a car back to a dealership and leave the car that they had lent me, a brand new car, while mine was being fixed. Well, they couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
And that attorney that I got convinced me to bring the car that they loaned me back.
Oh.
What an idiot move!
Exactly. Yeah, you can.
I didn't have a car.
Oh, jeez. What a
And
bummer.
they told me, and you can keep this car until we fix yours. Well, my cousin happened to be the mechanic on it. He says, "That's your car?" And I said, "That's my car." He said, "That thing's a piece of junk." He said,
It can't be fixed.
It can't be fixed. That new car was my car. And that attorney
Said take it back to them.
before we can
Yeah.
file suit.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, this is
It's true though. Patent attorneys are so this is a very simple patent. They're still very expensive.
Yeah.
Patents are expensive. So just saving
What is
saving
it?
40,
What is
50.
it?
The very,
If
very
you can tell us.
simplest patent, even simpler than this, could range from $5,000 to $7,500.
Woo!
You get into anything that's technical. We're talking. I have a patent from a product that I worked with, 15 years ago now, and it was also very simple. $12,000. You're carrying around cell phones and devices and these things that have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Patent attorney. So very simple. Just you're looking at this, boom, $5,000 if you want a patent.
That's amazing. Yeah.
This group, he brought this person in. This gentleman, it's called Green to Gold, is his organization of people. He has worked to shape the patent and inventing in world, if you will, legal world. So he has connections in countries across the world with attorneys of all different types in this type of space that will work basically for free or for pro bono to help grow their business or whatever for the folks that really don't have any money. So it's literally half the cost. That right there,
Holy
you know what I could do? Doesn't
That's
sound big
pretty
with
cool.
$2,500. I could put it right back into my product,
Exactly.
pass it on to the customer, come out with something new or better. So this community it's unbelievable. It's almost too hard to believe
It really is.
until you're in it, and
is
then
amazing.
you find out it's true and it works. Where else are you going to get?
I feel like a sucker from having to, not met you all before in KulaBrands before, but I didn't know about it.
Yeah, no, I know.
I didn't know anything like that exists. I told someone earlier that I was just about to throw in my hat on humanity, that I had been taken advantage of so many times,
Yeah.
products stolen, this, that, and people put other names on it and just using the exact same product.
Yeah.
And I'm going, how can this be? And I couldn't afford to file suit
Yeah.
or any ramifications. I didn't have anything way to move. These are the people that I need,
Yeah.
that I can trust to restore. In one day, y'all have restored my faith in human mankind.
Well, that's good.
I'm telling you,
I'm glad.
it's true.
I don't know what part I did, but
KulaBrands.
I know it's
and
incredible.
all of you wonderful inventors and stuff. That's awesome.
It's neat.
And great products.
Really great products that people would use in all different facets of their life. We've got baby.
I saw the baby thing.
Did you?
With the Velcro?
Yeah, it's a baby jumper type suit with now just.
You were a baby once. You remember your jumper with the little footies?
I've got twin daughters. I know all about changing diapers and doing. So you got baby stuff too. Automotive. Basically, and the vision is, and it's happening every day, is as far as products go, KulaBrands will have inventors with new, fascinating, kind of life-changing, neat, innovative products in every part of the department store, if you will. Every part. In the automotive section, in the baby section, in the plant section, the garden section, kids section, right?
Yeah, do you have KulaBrands on here, though? Do you put that on when it's a KulaBrand?
No, not on the packaging.
You don't have
the
to
rest
do that.
of the world.
That's
Not at all. The rest of the world. They helped with the crowdfunding to make the product. They help with the sales and the marketing. And for that, if somebody goes on Amazon right now, and heck, it could be the UK, but Amazon ships to 220 countries.
Isn't that great?
Somebody in Sarasota, Florida, right, goes on and says, I need a twin packet tuck visor. They go to Amazon, they order it, it's $20. The person I have that does my reseller work on Amazon, she makes some, I make some because I sold it to her. And everybody in the KulaBrands community also gets paid.
Wow.
It's a fraction. It might be a penny.
Yeah, but it adds
But every
up,
single
doesn't it?
one of them, yeah. And then the next time the person sells, and then you sell hundreds and hundreds, and then you also supported the baby project, and you also supported that. Now, these community members have helped, say, 40, 50 different products come to market, and hey, 5 years later, 10 years later, they're flying off of Walmart
Right.
shelves. Every time somebody buys one of those, bing, someone's throwing a penny in my account, penny. That's the model. It's a win. It's
An
just
elderly
great.
man once told me, he was the richest man in the town where I came from, and he said to me, see a penny, let it lie, you'll come to want before you die. And I went, why did he have to say that to me? Now, no matter where a penny is on a nasty bathroom public floor,
you know what?
I gotta pick it up or I'm gonna be poor.
It's true, and in a way, this is it. And I'll tell you another thing with the community. What's so awesome about it is they are invested in it emotionally, if you will, in the same way that me, truly, as an inventor. I have people that are literally walking into like an Ace Hardware somewhere with tuck visor, introducing it to them, selling it to them as if it were their own.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll get those pennies, if you will, and yeah, those pennies definitely stack up.
just
But they're not getting the dollars.
Yeah,
I am,
yeah,
but they don't
yeah.
care. They love it. It's incredible. I have to tell you a story. It's not really a story more than it's just an oh my gosh.
Okay.
Prior to this, at another product, I've been in sales my whole life. Sales, consulting, coaching, lecturing, things like that. But in sales, you spend your entire life trying to sell something to someone or convince them and give them all the information that they need so that they make the decision to buy it for themselves, which is really what I call sales. And all you hear is no, and this is why. No, I don't, no, can't do it, no, right? You're trying to get influence and sell. No. I joined KulaBrands as a community member and as an inventor, introduced Tuck Visor, brought Tuck Visor to the community, and all I heard was, thank you, give me more, this is incredible. Wow. Thank you for the opportunity for us to invest in not really invest, but be part of your company. Thank you for allowing me to sell it. Thank you for being here. Was the opposite of everything that I'd heard. It makes my hair stand up in my whole life, right?
Right.
And I said, you just can't, I couldn't, what are you saying? What? It was incredible.
Right.
Your whole life. He's not buying for this reason, that reason. Maybe it's something for a patient. It's better for the patient, but you don't know how to talk to them, so they're not going to get it offered to them. All that stuff. No. KulaBrands, yes, and thank you. And it moves products. It moves mountains. It changes industries. It's so cool.
I feel like I'm being teased over here.
It's nobody. It's like sometimes. Am I selling KulaBrands? No, you don't. It is it. It's just there's nothing to sell. It's fascinating. It was a fascinating feeling to have somebody say, "Thank you so much. You're incredible. That's amazing."
So
versus
getting
pretty
all
much the opposite.
Yeah, instead of getting all the no's, now you get your yeses.
Yeah.
But you withstood those no's and you kept on going.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's perseverance.
Yeah,
I mean that's
you have to,
that's being an inventor. It's you don't see the 95% of time where it's just really hard.
Look how much time it takes out of your creativity as an inventor or making sure that, or polishing one up, doing that, you do have to take out of the time to go sell the things,
Yeah.
or to make those phone calls.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't that like kind of crash your creativity in a way at some point?
No, you just need to be organized. You know, you have to be organized and systematic. Just to find, for example, tuck visor. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much more simpler than that, right? There are hundreds of hours of playing with materials to get the right thickness, rigidity, shape, sizes, legal. It's not any bigger because legally it can't be. It can only go to here. Hundreds of hours. That's basically R&D that people don't even think about. But you know, you don't count that.
No.
You're not paid by the hour. You just don't, as an inventor,
Right.
you don't.
You
You
do
do
it.
all
You
of it
just-
on the site. The phone calls, getting back, it's non-negotiable. You just do it.
You gotta do it.
But you have to sell. Right? We're always selling. So you just have to be organized.
Right.
And then hopefully someday it'll be easier, and maybe I still package I do 90% of everything. And hopefully someday somebody else will be doing 95%, and I'll continue to come out with
Off
products.
camera, I've got a marketing story. I call it guerrilla marketing,
Yeah.
and I want to run that past you.
Okay.
And it's slightly dangerous,
I like it.
but it's effective.
Yeah.
And I don't recommend it longer running than 30 days, but I'll have to tell you why.
Okay.
Everybody, this is Rick Williams, the inventor of the tuck visor. Make sure that you go to Amazon, look it up. It's tuck, as in tucked up into the window. Not tuck visor. Thank you for being here.
You bet. My pleasure. Thank you very much for
I
having
really
me.
appreciate you. Oh, and thank you for the tuck visor.
Of course. It's
Absolutely.
a gift.
I've got
All of you.
one. I suggest you get one as well.